This is it, people. This is what you've been waiting for. This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast. The podcast for everyday people with everyday problems, trying to find everyday solutions to accomplish everyday goals. Let's start the show. You. Welcome to season 2, to the greatest podcast on earth, the greatest podcast in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Everyday Celebrity Podcast. Welcome. And today we have a special guest, like we always do. How can I describe this brother? He is a camping genius. He is one of the best or original creators in Oakland. Dabbles in all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into all that. Music, arts, painting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's a dart champion.
Mad darts.
Black Achilles, welcome to the show.
Appreciate you having me, big dog.
So, for the people who don't know, describe yourself. What type of creator are you?
Oh shit! I'm a rapper. I like to put people in spaces to create together, like to be that bridge between people who wouldn't normally intersect. So I do that through like creating events. Or before COVID, that's what I was doing. Just creating community. That's my favorite. Like,
so you used to put on events?
Yeah, I had 2 events I was doing. They done now though. I was doing the hip hop trivia, and I was doing a beat boutique. Just like it's like a producer showcase.
Beat boutique.
Okay. So, 3 featured producers. Every producer play 5 beats, and then it's a room full of like vocalists, rappers, whatever, singers. They pick the beat they want to write to. We set the clock for 25 minutes, and then when the time is up, we open the mic up for everybody else to just share what they was writing in that 25 minutes. So it's kind of like a pressured like writing sessions.
That's a good idea. How did you come up with that?
The weed be like, you know. My boy Aaron, he had a event space, and we was talking about doing something, and he threw a cipher out there. He's like, we could just have a cipher. I'm like, yeah, we could have a cipher, but a cipher is kind of like they everywhere. And it's kind of like a negative, like,
and ciphers, half of them niggas,
it's a negative connotation.
Can't even rap, basically.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really like, if you're not a rapper, if you ain't a rap nigga, then the cipher is like lame.
Yeah. Like,
why you want to go there?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a place to go and practice and like network, but it ain't really entertaining like that. So I'm like, all right, how can we take the concept of a cipher and just make it a cipher, a different kind of cipher?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just reinvent it.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a cipher. It's just like a writing cipher. Like, but you're written. When that's usually like forbidden, like people want to freestyle in the traditional cipher. So that's where it came from. Just he had the space, and I'm like, all right, let's think of something to just bring everybody together, because I know hella artists. So I'm like, all right, let's just mash them up.
What space was it at?
It was it's the spot I think it used to be Good Mother on 13th down there, across from the Tribune.
Oh, downtown?
Yep.
Okay.
One of them little like gallery spots down there.
Oh, okay.
He just had it for a little bit. You know Aaron?
I know a lot of niggas by face, but not by names, you know? So, I probably do know that motherfucker. But how long were you guys doing that before it stopped?
It was like in our second year of doing it. Hip hop trivia, I was in my third year. I still do it though, on Zoom virtually. But as far as doing it in the space, it's a wrap.
And the space you were doing it at was Starline?
Yep. Okay. In the little side room over there.
How did you connect with Starline?
Through the homie Al. You know Al? You're like,
I probably do. Starline is that's my spot.
He's one of the only like black male bartenders there.
Oh yeah.
The red beanie, kind of light skin.
Ricky.
Tattoo, exactly.
Yeah. I know that nigga. Yeah.
I know him through his cousin. And then when they opened that bar up, we just was like, it was lit. But I know his cousin from me and my girl. We used to throw house parties at this house by the lake off of Leicester Street. So there's like extensions of networks of just like Oakland. Yeah,
Starline is I think Starline is like the best venue in Oakland.
Man, rest in peace. Let's cheers to that. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It was an era that I was thinking about it.
I mean, it can't be a wrap.
It's done.
It was no, they got to open up when the shit opened up. They're done.
Cheers.
No, I don't believe that.
It's done, bro.
What you mean? What do you mean it's done, nigga? I can't drink to that.
It's over, bro.
So it's closed for good.
Yeah.
So if say like 2 months from now or next month they say bars can open, Starline was not going to open. Wow. Damn.
It's a wrap. I said I had the same moment though. I was like, I thought about all the fun I had up in there.
Man, I used to go there every single fucking Friday.
Like lit, super lit in there. But
so they lost this. They went out of business because of COVID.
Yeah.
They couldn't like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the details of it, but I know that it's done from the people that I know that was involved.
Wow, that's crazy. Damn, I'm gonna miss Starline.
Yeah, it was a
fuck.
But the crazy part is that when we went camping, and Ron told me, he was like, I invited my homie and this girl went to, and then he was like, you probably know the nigga. And he showed me the picture. I was like, I don't know him, but I definitely seen him before in Starline a few times. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
oh yeah, I was a Starline legend.
One of them faces, bro. Like, you know how the town's small too, though. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, we had brief interactions, but we never really had a formal, like,
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. So, are you originally from Oakland? Born and raised?
Yep.
Okay.
Born in Berkeley, raised in Oakland, from North Oakland, lived all over Oakland. Went to high school in San Leandro.
And I'm assuming Oakland is not the same as it was when you were growing up, right?
Of course not.
Do you think it's changed for the better, or do you think it changed for the worse?
Man, I think.
And don't bite your tongue, nigga. If you like fuck Oakland is whack because all these white niggas is moving in, just say that shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that, but it's less black people makes it whacker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You think it's losing its culture?
It was definitely like, I remember when people was like scared to come to Oakland, like, and that shit used to bother me. But like now, it still had that appeal.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like
shit, where we at right now, West Oakland, niggas wouldn't dare to come in this neighborhood.
I'm from Oakland, and like after dark in West Oakland was like a no.
Now you see people jogging and shit.
Yeah, like it was like
whistling.
Yeah.
When was the last time you see a nigga whistling? A nigga walking down the street just whistling for no reason. So yeah, shit changed.
Yeah, it was way more, it was more drugs. You feel me? I came up in the crack era. Post crack. You feel me? Like,
what year did you graduate?
2000.
2000. Okay.
Yep.
From where?
From San Leandro.
San Leandro High School.
Okay.
You play sports for them? Football.
You know it. Football, track.
Was you a star?
In football was.
Yeah.
And track only I just ran because my niggas was running track. They can run track. I just only ran for like a year. But in football, yeah. Like my class of players was like before we got there, the school was trash. You feel me? And then it was just a whole bunch of young dudes that came in and like a crop of talent that turned over the program. You feel me? And we started winning games. So, did you have any? Was anyone famous on your team that made it to like the league? Yeah, my homie Marviel Underwood. He wasn't like a star in the league, but he played. But he made it to the NFL. Yep. Oh, shit. And then a few of the classes after us, like the underclassmen. So like Dennis Dixon, you know him? Dennis Dixon? Played quarterback for Oregon. No, I don't know him. Football is not really, I don't really follow football. Yeah, like Dennis Dixon. The class after us was more like primed and ripe with like talent than we was. We were just kind of like the blue collar, get it done. Like, you know, the come up team, the transition team into the like dynasty. After I left, they was just running the table. It was like, they was that team. Yeah. So when you graduated high school, well, first of all, did you go to your prom, your senior prom, nigga? Yep. Do you white suit? You had the LeBron draft. I had a cane. Do you remember the chick you took to the prom? Yeah, it was my girlfriend at the time, Joanna. Joanna what? Joanna Sizemore. Joanna Sizemore? Joanna Sizemore. Was this a black chick? Yeah, she black. She still around? She real light skinned, but she black. Yeah, she around. You still talk to her? I bump into her every here and there, but we not. Is she fat? She fat now, ain't she? Nope. All bitches from high school, nigga. When all the bad girls from high school are usually fat right now. She not. No, she still bad? She look good for her age. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not one of the people that like, oh, they look hella different. Yeah. All the bad girls from high school that were bad in my high school back then are fat as shit now. Got shit ton of kids. I'm like, was they bad because they was super thick in high school? They was bad because they was sexy as fuck, thick. Like they had a grown woman body in high school. Yes, you know the girls who are in high school, but they date all the grown ass men. Those girls. We know that story. Yeah. But now they all fat, got kids and shit. Them old niggas, man. Them motherfuckers. He could drive, though. He had a car. Yeah, well, the cars. If you had a car back in the day, whew. You pulled up to the school, I was like, ooh. I remember when I stole my mom's car just to floss. And I drove around the block. Nigga thought I was like the shit. But yeah, cars was. That's a whole different like level of like tier to like freedom of like a rite of passage. I feel like getting a bike is one of them. Like when you first get your bike, you're like, all right, I'm kind of mobile. Yeah. I can ride over here to the homie spot. I can go over. You feel me? You got little freedoms that you didn't really experience before. Yeah. Feel me? You get the bike, you get the car. What's next? We need an airplane. Did you smash prom night? Yep. Nice. Yep. I was able to talk my parents into like. They let you stay out all night? Yep. We got a hotel room. Oh shit. Yeah, we got a hotel room, and like the next day went to Great America. You know Great America? Yeah. Out there, we got a hotel room out there, out the way somewhere, and then. Oh yeah, y'all was doing it big then. Yeah. I didn't think they was gonna let me, but they actually did. Yeah. I wish I smashed my prom night. I was like literally undressing a chick, and then my niggas busted through the door. It was all bad because we had one hotel room for all of us, and then everybody left and went to the store, and then me and her stayed back. And like, yeah, we gonna stay back. And then as soon as they left, you know what I'm saying, you know, a lot of kissing and hugging and shit on the bed, dry humping. And this bitch had she had one of those like 1920 dresses where you had to take, you had to take a whole bunch of shit off, you know what I'm saying, to get to the skin. And I'm like, I'm trying to undress her. And like, I'm taking this off. And the next thing, you know, I'm like on the verge of getting her completely naked. And then next thing, you know, these niggas come back. I was mad as shit. She had that She had that Queen Elizabeth corset on.
She had something, nigga.
181 buttons on it.
Exactly. I'm like, why the fuck you got all this shit on? It's a complicated ass dress. But anyway. But so after high school, where did your life take you after high school?
After high school, I went to San Jose State. I got a scholarship. I got a full scholarship for football.
Do you know a nigga named Monte?
Monte.
Big buff ass nigga.
Cox.
Jamonte Cox, yeah. That's like my cousin. You know him?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's like I grew up. I basically grew up with that nigga.
Okay, yeah, Monte. I fuck with Monte. That was my guy, bro. He was a couple years younger than me, but
Word, that's crazy.
I rock with his energy though, as a player, as a teammate, and as a person.
Yeah, he played baseball and football.
Yep. He was
Yeah, Jamonte Cox. Shout out to that nigga.
Yeah, that was my guy, bro. He was like once he got on the travel squad, he was like my roommate when we travel. So.
Yeah, that nigga's crazy. He's all about pimping and shit. That nigga.
We used to be in the room slapping hella Jacka.
Uh-huh.
You feel me? Playing hella Bay music. It was like I remember one time he made a play though. He made a play and it was like a big play in the game. And he hopped up. He was like, "Man, I'm from Richmond." Like after he made the play, I'm like, bro, that's the hardest shit.
Yeah.
Like he didn't talk shit to the player or nothing. He was like, "Man, I'm from Richmond. I'm supposed to make this play."
Yeah, man, that nigga we got some stories.
I ain't seen him in a minute, bro. That
nigga just called me last night. He got a whole moving company. He lives in damn, where the fuck he lives? He lives out there by like Sacramento and shit. And they got kids. He's a family man now. Shout out to Monte, nigga.
Tight.
So how long were you at San Jose State?
I was there I played 4 years.
You graduated from there?
Yep. And 05.
What'd you study?
Film.
Okay.
Yeah, broadcast communication. Yeah, I ain't even using that. I ain't working in that. I mean, right now, I guess. Shit.
How come you're not using it?
Huh?
How come you're not using it?
I mean, when I was done with school, it was kind of like it just really wasn't like the market for it. It was like the recession. You feel me?
Yeah.
It just.
Do you feel like you wasted all that time and money studying something that you're not even using now because it wasn't your passion?
I feel like school in general is just it's not for everybody, and it's just one path.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like everybody path different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So it hit differently.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But yeah, it was.
Okay.
You know, I'm not using it. You feel me? Like not at all.
What did you
like I work in the cannabis industry now.
Okay, yeah, we'll get into that. So after you finished school, you know what I'm saying? After you finished school, did you where did you go from there? Oh, wait a minute. Don't answer that question. Was San Jose State the only school you applied to and got into? Or were you like...
Nah, I got into Boise State.
Damn.
I got into...
Boise is known for football. How come you didn't go there?
This was like right when they was still kind of on the upswing too. They was like...
Because I remember them motherfuckers, every year they was like undefeated.
It was before they was like super raw.
And then they got that raw ass field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That blue field.
And you was a nigga too. In Boise, Idaho, all them white bitches would have been on you.
You feel me? Like, I took a trip. Feel me? I took a trip. I got accepted and offered by a handful of schools.
Yeah.
I just went to San Jose State because I wanted my family to be able to come to the game.
You did the Marshawn Lynch.
You feel me? I'm like,
okay.
You know, my grandfather had just died. I'm like, fuck it. And then my fam could lightweight get the college experience. When the shit popping on campus on the weekend, I'll just invite all my cousins and shit. You feel me? Like, have niggas pull up because it's right there. But Yeah, Boise. I'd be thinking about that though. Like, damn, if I went to Boise, though.
Yeah, that'd have been
a whole different life.
That would have been crazy.
A whole different life for sure.
You probably would have been in the NFL. So after college, you went where? What did you do?
After college, I stayed in San Jose for a few years, just living and working out there doing photography. So I was kind of working in my major.
You were just doing freelance?
I was a photo minor. I was working in the studio.
Oh, okay.
And then it was just kind of like I moved back to Oakland, but was still working in San Jose at the photo studio. And it makes sense to keep doing that commute because I'm like, nah. So I just moved back to quit that job, stopped commuting there. And then what happened was I tore, after I moved back, after I stopped working in San Jose and was back in Oakland, I tore my Achilles playing pickup basketball. That's what happened to me.
It's always in football niggas who always try to hoop. You need to stay in your lane, you know what I'm saying? Because once you get on that hoop court, it's a difference. Different.
It's definitely different, bro. And that's how I got the name. That's where the name came from.
From tearing your Achilles?
Yeah.
Black Achilles?
Yeah.
What was you, the first black nigga to tear his Achilles? What the fuck? Why would you name yourself after that, nigga? Like you the first one.
Nah. So what happened was I had a song. So when I tore my shit, I started writing music. I had some beats. My cousin threw me some beats.
Did you start writing music because you were just like sitting in the house trying to like get, trying to heal and shit? Okay.
Exactly. No time. I mean, all the time. You feel me? And just only my thoughts to sit with. I'm on crutches. I started writing to the beat. So I started writing specifically about that incident.
So you weren't writing before you never wrote before this happened?
Yeah, I wrote before that, but
like raps or like poetry or some shit?
Yeah, raps.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote raps before that. I wrote songs before that. That was just, I had a batch of beats. I was writing to those batch of beats. And I specifically wanted to write about tearing my shit after, being an athlete my whole life, never really having like my mobility taken away from me like that. So it was like, damn, I took this shit for granted.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I write the song, write a few other songs. And then I got an EP, a body of work, but I don't have an artist name. So I'm like, damn, I don't even know what to call myself. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just call myself Black Achilles. You feel me? And as a play on words. You feel me? Nobody ever have to know that unless I tell them the backstory. You feel me?
Okay.
So it got a double meaning.
That's crazy because when I heard the name, I'm thinking, oh, this is some Black Power, like some Africa shit, and it has like a special like Rastafari meaning or something. But this nigga I come to find out ruined my shit. Oh, this nigga got a name just because he tore his Achilles.
I mean, it still got that ring to it, right? So it's like,
yeah, I mean, it does sound powerful, but
right.
After you explain it, you're like, yeah, this nigga. All right. So when did you started rapping and shit? You know what I'm saying, what was the first song that you like made and like put out to the world?
The first song that I made and put out, I mean, fuck. I was in a group called the Three-Headed Monster with my two other homies. And that was like, it was like real Beastie Boy type energy. Yeah. Like kind of hyphy Beastie Boy type of.
Okay.
So we put music out, but it didn't really, like in the streaming era or in the project that I did.
What year was this?
That was 2016. Okay. The Black Achilles that I put out from that. So that was like my first music as Black Achilles. Before that, I was in a group with my cousin that the music never came out because the computer crashed with the hard drive and the shit just never came out. It was just like some practice. Okay. It was like, good practice, nigga. All them songs gone.
Damn. So you lost all that shit?
I lost the whole album, but it kind of just Like, I was hot at first, but then I'm just like, it just kind of taught me like, just release that shit.
Yeah.
Like, instead of sitting on it for so long.
Yeah.
Like, let it go.
Okay.
But yeah, my first shit as Black Achilles is 2016.
How did you link up with the dudes you were making music with? That group. How did y'all link up?
What? Grand National?
That little Beastie Boys group you was talking about.
No, those was my childhood homies.
Oh, okay.
Those are my childhood homies. And then the producers for the Black Achilles is my cousins. I got 2 cousins that rap and make beats. They dope as fuck. Shout out Kilo G. Shout out Token. They raw. They're just out the way. They live way in Modesto.
Uh-huh. Have you ever worked with anyone? I mean, fame is like some bullshit to me, but to you, have you ever worked with anyone that you consider like big?
Nah. I mean, somebody famous.
Have you ever like worked with the Jacka or like Mr. Fab or anybody like that?
Nah. I mean, Irk the Jerk, that's about it.
Irk the Jerk? I mean, that nigga's kind of big, isn't he? Out here?
Yeah. I mean, he respected for sure. I wouldn't call him famous though.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, he's not really known around the whole United States, but I don't think any like real Bay Area rapper is, except for like E40 or somebody.
It's like real pocket. It's like a real like pocket of talent.
Yeah, every artist that I talk to from the Bay Area, I always say like, I always tell them, I mean, you need to create a sound that will reach the masses. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Bay Area, they only want to cater to Bay Area.
It's a niche.
Yeah. And you got niggas like G-Eazy who is known everywhere because he has like a different type of sound or something.
I mean, he got the bass sound though.
I mean, I don't think so. I think he's just like a rapper, but then he'll try to throw in like the yee. He'll try to say that shit at the end of his verse just to be like, oh, Bay Area, don't forget about me. I'm here. Just because he says yee, like, oh yeah, who's repping? No, that nigga's trying to sound like he's from like Chicago or something, but then he'll say yee at the end of his verse, so he can cater to the Bay Area just because he says yee. Nigga, get out of here!
Exclamation mark. Yeah, I mean when when he came out, I had never heard of him. I'm like,
yeah,
how you from Oakland? I never heard of him. But
I mean, the nigga's from Berkeley, isn't it?
I don't know, but he got a couple slaps I like though. I ain't gonna front on him.
I mean, he's cool. I wouldn't listen to a whole album of his, but
on a feature, he can get it in.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
So, is music your first passion?
Nah, I say no.
What's your first passion?
When I was young, I really wanted to be a cartoonist, bro. I know that sounds hella weird, but I wanted to be like Walt Disney type, somebody that draw cartoons and come up with characters.
Yeah,
like, that's the kind of shit I was into.
So I'm assuming you can draw really good.
I'm okay. You feel me? I don't really do that now. Like I think drawing is just like a different language. You feel me? So I can get a point across through a symbol and drawing, but I wouldn't say I was a good draw. I could draw good.
Yeah, okay.
All right. But back in the day, I won this drawing contest though I forget some this gallery in Oakland, and it was like you had to create this character, but in the winning of the contest, we got to go watch The Lion King, like a raw run of that shit.
The cartoon Lion King?
The cartoon The Lion King, like before it came out, and meet all the artists and shit. It was dope as fuck. Like,
all the people who were doing the voices?
Not the artist who drew it.
Oh, the artist who drew it.
People who like, all right, I made this character. I drew Scar.
Yeah.
This is my design. Like we got to chop it up with them, talk to them. It was dope at the Grand Lake Theater.
Damn.
It was dope as fuck.
They did that at the Grand Lake Theater?
Mm-hmm. And the dude who made Scar, and Jasmine is a black dude. I'm like, damn, this is tight, bro. It was raw. Like he was tight as fuck. All of them was like, and they was just like,
So the dude who drew Scar was black. That explains it. That explains it. You know, because if you Disney, I know you heard the stories about these old cartoons, Pocahontas, Lion King, Little Mermaid, like the old school. Because every year Disney used to come out with a movie, a cartoon movie every single year. And back in the day, I mean, we didn't really think about it back then. But now I read an article. I mean, it wasn't recently, but there's an article that's out that Disney that investigated all of these cartoons, right? And these cartoonists, these niggas will be racist, and they will draw like secret meaning, like Little Mermaid, for example.
Of course.
The crab with the Jamaican voice, with the big ass lip, and he was like stupid and goofy. That was on some racist shit. Yeah. And fucking the Lion King, like these lions, and they had like white features, and then and then Scar. The hyenas were dumb as fuck, but they were they had black voices, and they were drawn like
the psychology behind it. That
black way, and then you have Scar.
You gotta forward me that.
Yeah, so like Scar, it makes sense because Scar was drawn by a black dude, and then fucking. But he didn't have any black characteristics, so I'm
pretty sure. I think it was Scar. Yeah, it was like a handful of them, and they did more than one. So like one dude would be like, I did Scar, and I did the bird, and I forget what the bird name was, and then I did this other. It was just like a handful of people that had created all of it.
Yeah.
So,
and then that monkey in Lion King.
The baboon?
Yeah, the baboon. That shit was so racist.
He was black.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, these cartoons been propaganda, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's...
Yeah, Walt Disney is like some...
From day one, the other ones, too. The Warner Brothers. Like, the old-ass, like, Sambos. And the Bugs Bunny cartoons and shit. Like...
Yeah, I mean, fuck, yeah. When I was young, my cartoon was Darkwing Duck. You know what I'm saying? Darkwing Duck, the Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Tailspin. That's what I used to watch because I didn't have cable growing up. So those are the only cartoons.
Pinky and the Brain.
Those shits used to come on right after school. I used to go home and watch them shits on local television.
It was life lessons in Pinky and the Brain.
Hell yeah.
Like, all it takes is one idiot to fuck your plan up.
Yeah, that's why you always do. That's why you always do dirt alone, nigga. Always do dirt by yourself because you don't got to worry about a nigga fucking up.
Always get so close to like, you got it. He was like the anti-hero. You was rooting for him.
Hell yeah.
It's like, and then you already knew Doofus was gonna come and fuck it up.
Yeah. Pinky in the Brain taught you about snitching, nigga. At a young age, taught you life hood lessons, nigga. Do dirt by yourself and snitching. Simple hood lessons. Watching Pinky in the Brain. All right, so your first passion is drawing and cartooning.
Yep.
Explain to me, how did you come about hip hop, like rapping and shit?
Like I was always rapping.
I mean, I understand how you said like you were hurt and you started jotting.
I was always doing it though. Like I was always like right to a beat, throw on some Dilla or something, or throw on. It was just something I was always doing because I like to play with words and shit.
Were your friends like pushing you toward like making music?
Nah, I mean the homies that I was doing music was to pushing to collaborate.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, in high school, yeah, we had a homie. His pops had a studio. We would record some stuff, but nobody around me was really like, "Yeah, you should rap." But my family was doing it. Like my cousins, the ones that made the beat.
Yeah,
my uncle and my auntie. She sing. He rapped back in the day. He came up in the 90s. He was like, came up with Pooh Man. Feel me, some 90s, early 90s, like gangster rap shit. And he had his own label. So I was just always go over there when I wanted to like fuck around on the beat, like, let me spit this. I wrote this, and I would just pull up like mixtape style and just rap on somebody else's beat. They were just like, you should do music. You feel me? They wasn't really like encouraging me. They was like, that's tight. You should do music. Like, so I would just always casually just doing it just because I was in the space. You feel me? Like, and my cousins had fire beats. We would just fuck around in the studio, but it was never really like a push from nobody to be like, yeah, you should do this. Like,
so just cannabis. So what do you do now?
I work for a company, Purple City Genetics.
Purple City Genetics.
It's like weed genetics, seeds, and clones.
What do you do exactly for them?
Kind of like a little bit of everything.
You just test the product, nigga?
Nah.
Product tester. Do you deliver the shit?
Even though that weed the weed that I smoke, my coworker grew that.
Yo, I mean, I don't smoke, but you've been smoking in here, and I got contact.
It was some hash in there.
Oh shit!
But I've been with them since the beginning, and so just kind of like doing whatever. Like now, I mostly just cut clones, plant, just kind of do whatever it need to be done. Yeah. But mostly my job is to cut clones off the mom plant. I don't know if you know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that.
It's like
the weed industry. So you
if it's a weed plant, a female plant, right? Female plants are the ones that make the buds, right? So if it's a female plant and that's still in veg and that's before it flowers, start making buds, you can cut a piece of it off,
okay,
and plant it. They call that a clone.
Yeah.
So you can make a baby from. You can grow another plant.
Damn.
From cutting it off the branch.
Yeah, weed is that shit is complicated. It's like some scientific
it's definitely
shit.
Science, bro. So, and I learn shit every day still. Like,
where are they based out of?
Okay.
Tell the name of the company again. You want to give a shout out to them?
Shout out Purple City Genetics.
Purple City Genetics.
Yeah. If you in cannabis, the name speak for itself. You know what's up.
Do they have edibles?
Nah, it's like, so we cultivate genetics. We don't make product. So like, if you're a farmer and you need plants to grow, then you buy our seeds or you buy our clones.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're not a dispensary. We don't make product.
Okay. Is weed the only drug? I mean, I don't really consider weed a drug, but is that the only thing you dabble in?
Nope.
If you don't want to answer this, you don't got to answer it. But what else do you dabble in?
I like psychedelics. I like mushrooms.
Why do you like those?
Mushrooms?
The psychedelics.
Just because they just open you up in a different way, relax you in a different way. You know, get you to see outside yourself in certain ways.
Do you think psychedelics opens your mind to artistry?
Yeah, of course.
Like it makes you more creative?
I don't know if it'll make you more creative.
Because if you think about it, if you think about all of like the geniuses in music,
it's a buffer.
All of them niggas had drug problems. All of them.
It's definitely a like, because it alter your perspective, right?
I'm gonna give an example, like a recent example. Missy Elliott, right? Missy Elliott, when she first came out, this bitch was smoking, doing coke, and all types of shit. And then if you listen to her first album, how that's some like she wrote that because she said she was high as fuck. She said that she was like, I was high as fuck, and I came up with how. Nigga, and that was a classic. And then a few albums later, she said she stopped doing drugs and her music totally changed. Like I don't know.
That's a good example. You know who else that happened for? Eminem too.
Yeah, Eminem. The Weeknd is another example. When The Weeknd, if you listen to his first mixtapes, like The House of Balloons,
it's different.
He said he used to get high off coke and then go to the studio and watch porn and then write music. High off coke and watching porn.
You could tell.
And that music was dope as fuck. It was dark. It was like nice. And then when he stopped doing drugs, he started to go pop. So I do believe artists, you should. I don't condone drugs, but if I was an artist, a musical artist, I'll be doing all types of drugs, nigga, because that makes the music better. It opens your mind up to crazy shit.
Like, for me, when I'm writing stuff, like, first I want to say, like, who do you think is dope that's sober?
Nobody, nigga. Nobody is dope is sober.
Okay, all right.
Because
I don't know. I can't. I mean, maybe it is.
Ask yourself that question. Who do you think is dope that is sober?
I can't think of nobody. Bro.
Exactly.
Like,
and if you look at who do you think is like the greatest artists of all time? No matter what genre of music, who do you think is the greatest artist of all time?
Somebody like Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, the greatest artist of all time?
I don't know. Who you gonna say?
Michael Jackson.
Michael
probably.
Jackson?
That nigga had a problem with pills.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You think Stevie Wonder? He probably smoked weed.
I mean, Stevie Wonder does something, but I don't think that nigga's the greatest artist of all time.
I mean, Mike is not. You can't argue with either one of them for me.
Yeah.
James Brown. I'm gonna think somebody.
James Brown. That nigga was an alcoholic.
We already know.
He came out with a song saying "please," and that's all he said. And it's a 4-hour song. Please, please, please. That was the only lyric, nigga, in this song. You got to be high as shit to come out with a 4-hour song. Not a 4-minute song, nigga. The only thing you say is please. Have you heard that song?
Of course.
Please, 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 please for 4 hours, nigga. And that song was dope as fuck. But the way he said please for 4 minutes.
Prince,
that nigga was on drugs.
He did the sober shit too. Like where he was
Kurt Cobain, that nigga was a genius and he was on drugs. But his career cut short.
For me, it's like the weed, yeah. Okay, whatever. Like the weed. I'm writing. Whatever you want. But when I'm on shrooms, I can't write shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I could like have an experience and articulate that feeling through the music, but I'm not gonna be able to sit down and like actually write nothing.
How shrooms make you feel? Like put you to sleep or something?
Nah, it's up. It's like if you never took it before, I could compare it to like it's kind of like weed as far as the like it's like up weed. It's like if you took an edible, but it woke you up instead of made you sleepy.
Mm.
Like that's what shrooms felt like to
me.
I
took shrooms once.
Like,
and I didn't feel shit. They it was like grinded up and then they sprinkled it on some like a watermelon and then I ate the watermelon with the shroom with the mushrooms.
It was just a little bit though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never done it before, so I was like, "Don't give me a whole bunch." But I didn't feel shit.
You gotta like take a lot of it. Take an A, like, and then you can feel it, and then you can do the micro. But I don't be. Yeah, I mean, of course, it make you more creative because it's just altering your perspective on shit, right? Like,
yeah.
But being high when you're trying to record some shit, that's like, I don't really fuck with that. I don't really even like to drink when I'm recording a vocal because I get to slurring my shit. You feel me? I fucking lines up and shit.
Yeah.
Like I could smoke, but drinking, I definitely wouldn't want to be on shrooms and recording a vocal. Acid, I fuck with acid too.
Okay.
I fuck with Molly. Yeah, mostly psychedelics though.
Okay.
Like weed, shrooms, acid.
Do you used to go to like a whole bunch of music festivals and shit?
I mean, I went to Outside Lands like a couple times. Like I never been to like Coachella or Burning Man. You been to Burning Man?
Burning Man, no. Never been. I want to go. Like I interviewed this chick and she invited me to Burning Man. She said the shit was crazy. I mean, all the stories I hear about Burning Man are crazy, but I was supposed to go, but then this COVID shit happened.
Damn, they didn't have it this year, huh?
No.
Damn. I used to always like, first off, I didn't know what Burning Man was until I was in my 20s. So I'm like, damn, this isn't like some white shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I didn't know about it. And then I met a few people that kind of like told me about it around the same time. So I started hearing about it. And every time I'm like, is it black people there? Everybody's like, nah, not really. Like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit, not really. A little bit, not really. So I was just like, I don't know.
When you go, who gives a fuck about black people? You're high all the time.
Bro. I know, but still, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why. That's the paranoia, that black paranoia. Mm-hmm. Like I want to be high around some people that look like me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel that.
I don't know. You feel me? Like I don't really know how, like, if anybody else feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I looked up this shit. You should watch it though. It's about black people. It's all interviews with black people at Burning Man. It's dope. And it's asking them about their experience there. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, the majority of the people were saying like, this is the only time I don't feel like people see my race. You know what I'm saying? And like, people just embrace you, and it was dope. Like their perspective on it. I'm thinking they're gonna be like, it's weird. I don't know what. They're like, this really the only time I feel like people just accept me for who I am. I was like, wow, it was dope. It was a little YouTube documentary, Black and Burning Man.
Damn, I gotta watch that.
It was dope. It's like a little, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minute.
We're gonna pause this. We're gonna take a look. I gotta take a pee break real quick. We're gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. We still recording though, but no, I'm saying it. Whatever you say is still recording. But we're gonna take a little pee break.
You like that? That's that interrogation trick. The police do that. They leave you and they leave the mic hot. You want another drink? Here. Appreciate you, man. Shit.
All right, we back. Sorry for the delay, but you know what I'm saying. One thing about this podcast is as soon as I push play or record, that's what y'all niggas is get.
We live, no edits, baby.
No edits at all. When I push start, and then when I push stop, whatever happens between, that's what the people get. And sometimes I gotta piss, and you might hear silence, but
you just gotta learn how to use that forward skip button on the podcast app.
Exactly.
Skip, you know, when the commercial come on,
exactly.
We're back.
So we left off at Burning Man, you know what I mean, and psychedelics. Do you remember the first time you took a psychedelic?
Are we counting weed?
No, I'm not counting weed. Because I don't really consider weed, even though I don't smoke. I mean, weed is like, niggas do that for like health reasons and shit. You
never took enough edibles to like.
I mean, I took an edible.
You never been like,
no, honestly, the crazy thing, like I've tried edibles. I've done edibles probably like 5 times in my whole life, and none of them made me feel different, altered my reality or anything. So I'm like,
what did it do? It just made you sleepy or what?
It didn't do shit.
It didn't do nothing.
It didn't do nothing.
Damn, it ain't even hitting you.
That's what's weird. Like I'm starting to think like I have a big
But you don't smoke though.
I don't smoke.
When you take an edible and you don't.
But everyone says edibles is more stronger. I mean, because it's a body high, and smoking is like a mind high.
It's like going in your body, like you metabolizing it like food. So I mean, it's going into you.
But I would say this: every edible that I've ever tried, I was drinking. So I don't know if that has a factor in like what I
don't think it got a factor, but I think like when you crossfade, it's just harder to distinguish like how you feeling.
Yeah, so you don't know if I'm feeling this way. I don't know if it's because of the alcohol or the edible.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's probably my problem. But anyway, when was the first time you ever tried?
The first time I had some mushrooms. Right, this what happened to me. I got this. This what fucked me up, bro. Mm-hmm. I took some mushrooms, but I went to the Rock the Bells. You remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Rock the Bells, right?
That was back in the day.
It was Wu-Tang, Snoop, Lauryn Hill, A Tribe Called Quest, right?
In Oakland? Or is it?
It was at Shoreline.
Shoreline
and Mountain View, right?
Oh, okay.
So I took these mushrooms. They ain't really start kicking in till Wu-Tang come on. Like, right, Wu-Tang come on the stage. They getting into Wu songs, and then they get into to where's Oh Dirty Bastard, right?
So the old ODB was alive?
ODB was dead, right? This would fuck me up. I'm high as fuck on mushrooms. His son come out with the Wu-Tang. Like looking and moving just like ODB.
That nigga looks exactly like him.
You know what I'm saying? And rapping all his parts. He rapping all the dirty parts. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I can't comprehend it though, because I think it's ODB, but I know he dead though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? Is this a hologram? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
The shrooms wasn't helping. It was just like, wow. I really thought it was ODB though. Mm-hmm. Like just the way he was moving and shit. It was like, you could tell it was like he studied him. Mm-hmm. That was the first time I had some shrooms. That was a good experience.
So did you continue to do shrooms because of that experience? And you were like, oh damn, this shit is like, it makes me.
Yep.
It does its due diligence or whatever. Yep. So I'm going to keep trying it.
Yep. I was going hard, and then I had a bad trip. I had a bad trip. It was bad.
You had a bad trip?
Yep.
When? Explain this.
It was like along that line in that window when I was like first fucking with him, I took a lot, and then it was a Halloween party. And it was like, I was just too like overstimulated. It was too much. I took too much, and I needed to be like not around a lot of people to be like overstimulated. And I was in the party for like 10, 15 minutes, and I couldn't. There was just too much going on. My depth perception, like, you feel me? Like,
yeah,
I was on. And then I just had to leave. I'm like, we gotta leave. I felt like we was there for 2 hours. We was there for like 15 minutes.
Damn.
I was like ready to walk home because we rode there with some other homies. Me and my girl, I'm like, I'll just walk back to the crib. I can't be in here. It's too much. It's overwhelming. Like it was just like hella anxiety.
Yeah.
Like that's the one time I really was like, oh, like I had a bad trip.
Okay. So you said your girl, right? So you are not single at this moment? Mm-mm. Do you have kids?
Mm-mm.
No. How long you and your girl been together?
10 years.
10 years?
Yep.
Damn. And no kids?
Nope.
What the fuck? We gotta get into this. Is this like your high school sweetheart or something?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right, so you've been with a chick for 10 years. I know there's been all types of ups and downs. Yes?
Yeah, it don't feel like it though. It just feel like it didn't feel like 10 years. Like
Are you guys in like an open relationship?
In an open relationship? Nah.
No. All right. Have you guys ever broken up during those 10 years? So y'all been together 10 years straight. That's your lying ass, nigga. Hell no. There ain't no way. 10 years straight, never broke up. And you're not in an open relationship. I say, I guess black Charlemagne was right, you know what I'm saying? That's a motivation for the young.
It's an accomplishment, definitely.
For the black people out there. I mean, it can be done, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You can do. People do what they want to do.
How come you guys are not married? You don't believe in marriage?
Yeah, I believe in marriage. We'll get married
eventually. She's not pressing the issue like, nigga, I've been with you for 10 years. You still ain't proposing me yet? She ain't don't be saying shit like that?
Nah.
No? She don't be saying like, I need a kid. She don't be saying that either?
Nah.
Damn. Okay.
But we trying though.
You got one of them girls. Okay, so that's why you've been together for 10 years. She don't be stressing. She don't be tripping on shit. That's good.
She trip on shit. She don't trip on that shit.
Okay. What does your girl do?
She's a caterer.
A caterer?
Yeah.
You want to give her a shout out?
Hill's Cooking. Shout out to Hill's Cooking.
Hell's Cooking?
Hill's
Cooking.
Hillary. Hill's Cooking. Shout out to Farm the Dog. She's doing dog food now, raw dog food for the bougie dogs out there, for the bougie dog owners.
Oh, she need to go to San Francisco to the marina.
Exactly.
Like Pack Heights. Them motherfuckers treat dogs like human beings.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a chick, and then so let's get back into these events that you were throwing before the COVID hit. Mm-hmm. So you had the poets joint.
No, it wasn't poets. It was rappers.
Rappers
and singers.
Rappers and singers.
Some poets would go up and do like a spoken word.
Mm-hmm. And then you had the hip hop trivia, but you still do that now, right? So that's still relevant.
Yep, I do that virtually through Zoom. I did a partnership with Any X Means. Shout out Mandela. Shout out Dwayne Wiggins at Mindseed Studios.
Wait, Dwayne Wiggins from Tony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a spot. I'm connected with him through Mandela. And then they got like a studio spot there that I just kind of like broadcast from. It's like they like where they practice at and shit. It's like,
okay.
It's like they jam. Warehouse.
You ever bumped into like Raphael?
No.
Mm-mm. Okay. So if people want to like get into the hip hop trivia on Zoom, are you hosting this shit?
Yeah, I'm the host. I've come up with all the content, facilitated. If you follow me on IG, Black Achilles, BLVCKACHILLES, you can catch all the posts, the hip hop trivia posts.
Yeah. Is it on certain days?
It was fourth Thursday. We didn't do it last month because
so it's once a month
because of my birthday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was doing it once a month at Starline, and I'm gonna continue to do it and just reformat it in different ways. I can't let it die, man.
Yeah. So where do you see, or where do you want hip hop trivia to go? Like in the next 5 years, where do you see this shit going?
I see it as like a YouTube channel that's creating content and entertaining at the same time as educating people on the culture of hip hop.
Yeah,
like that's why I see it in the virtual capacity, because physically I can't even. I don't know, unless we're gonna do it outside somewhere, which is possible.
Yeah, that is possible.
Maybe figure out a way to do it outside. That's like where people feel safe.
Is that the reason you created it, to educate like the culture vultures to our culture?
Nah, I created it because I was like, you know, OG status, but still like I want to go out and do like age appropriate stuff. I want to do something that still I'm connected to culturally, but it might not be necessarily going to a bar and having a dance to hip hop music.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, and just to bridge that gap of like all the OGs that I know that hate on the young shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all the youngsters that I know that like that don't rock with the OGs because OGs don't rock with them. So I'm like, all right, how can I bridge this gap through the culture? Like to me, it's all the same shit. Mm-hmm. Like Kumo D is the same as insert one of these new rappers. You feel me? Like they from the same like tree of culture. Yeah, it's just a different influence on it now. Uh-huh. So I'm like, I see it as all the same. But I see hella OGs like hating on the young boys doing their shit. It's like, it's the same shit.
Have you tried to talk to any other venue or like bar? Because you know how some of these bars are open now because they have outdoor seating and shit. Have you tried, or are you trying to work with another bar or venue to like do it outside in their venue?
I haven't been, but I'm definitely open to it. Like I was thinking about it. I saw this thing on IG. It was dope. It was a comedy show in New York, but just like in the park. Yeah. Like on the hillside. And it was just like an outdoor like stand up, just a mic, speaker. You feel me? And I'm like, damn. They just reimagined that whole comedy show just from changing the location. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Do you know the owners of Mad Oak?
Nah. Well, you know what? I do. Yep.
You should talk to them.
Because they got the patio, huh?
Yeah, they got the patio and then they got the upstairs. You know what I'm saying? You can do the shit upstairs while that downstairs is like regular niggas just going in for a drink and shit.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
There's a shit ton of
yeah, I know my girl used to do food from 389. That's the same owner though.
Oh, okay.
Same people. She used to do sliders and shit over there, and that's where I got my idea for hip hop trivia. Yeah, they was doing just trivia over there, and it's like it's everything. You feel me? It might be some science shit. It might be some historical figures type shit. It might be pop, pop culture. It might be some hip hop. Like it was like the format of it. I was like, this is dope, but if we just apply this to what we do, it could be doper. So I saw that. I'm like, oh, I could freak this. I could just remix this shit into what I do. Okay. That's what's up. So yeah, that might be the full circle, bringing it to Mad Oak.
Yeah, Mad Oak or
who else got outside like that?
Mad Oak, fucking Kingfish. You been to Kingfish before?
The spot down there,
it's on Telegraph.
That's the spot that moved.
Yeah, like literally moved across. They picked up the building and moved it across the street
into that other little spot.
Yeah, but the new spot is like the new spot is crazy. It's bigger. It's big as fuck. Big outside area.
Okay, you can't really see it from the street though.
You can't see it from the street.
Okay,
yeah. It's like
I haven't been since they moved it.
Yeah, Kingfish got an outdoor area. Fucking.
They got a bar.
They do have a bar. They have a bar outside. That's what makes it good.
Okay.
But Kingfish is like more college crowd, like UC Berkeley students and shit. Like it's nothing but white people. It's a white bar.
See, I kind of had when I was doing it at Starline, like at the end, I started getting that crowd where it was just like they was coming, the gentrifier crowd.
Yeah, cause niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
niggas ain't. I don't need to go to hip hop trivia.
My people was pulling up and like we black and brown. So I had that little segment of a following that was going to come anyway, and then the newcomers coming. But that was always funny to me when we would do certain like content, like seeing the shit that they react to, and the shit that like Mac Dre, all of that, like that's just like over their head. Yeah, if they just moved to the Bay for Berkeley, like like you were saying, like Bay Area artists is like. It's a real niche. Like if you fuck with it, it's like a cult following. Damn near like people will fight you over Mac Dre.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they fucking worship Mac Dre out here.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, God damn.
People will fight you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when I was living in San Diego, I used to fucking go to Tijuana on the weekends to party and shit. This is back in the day where you can just like literally walk across the border, hop in a taxi and go to the club. But we used to go to this club called Mysteries back in the day. And this club was wild as fuck. Didn't close till like 8 o'clock in the morning. Bitches was walking around butt ass naked because they would be so high off like Molly and shit. Walking around naked, don't even realize they're naked, just walking around the club. But no one will give a fuck because everyone in there is like high as shit. And then fucking, that's all they would play in that fucking
Mac
bar
Dre.
is Bay Area music. Mac Dre, like
the Bay Area and Tijuana.
like San Diego wants to be Bay Area so bad. Like if you ever go out there, and if you ever go to the bars and shit, they play Bay Area rap like it's like they're Oakland. Like I'm like, geez, I hear more Bay Area rap in San Diego than I fucking do in Oakland.
San Diego, I like San Diego.
Yes.
I've been out there a couple times.
Yeah, San Diego, it gets boring after a while.
Really like that California like caricature like beach person. That's a San Diego person.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm a city boy, so you know I got tired of it. I couldn't do this. After I like graduated,
It's
I was
too
like,
slow.
Yeah, I mean, then everything is so far apart. You needed a car. Even though I had a car, but it's not like out here where you can you don't even need a car. Like
right.
BART and like public transportation. But out there, you literally need a car because there's like cities. There's like so many cities within the city. Like you can meet a bitch and you
like
got to
LA.
drive. You got to drive
LA.
15 miles or 20 miles to go see her and shit like that. So it's like, yeah, San Diego's not for me. Niggas walking around with flip flops, Abercrombie and Fitch jeans.
Hey, where you from?
I'm from Philly.
Oh.
So yeah,
That was the first time you seen a nigga in flip flops, though.
I mean, shit. Basically, I mean, I wasn't with the shit. I mean, but there's bitches out there. That's the one thing I would say about that. The white hoes out there. If you're into white hoes, but I'm saying if you go out there,
I don't discriminate.
it's like it's a bunch of females out there, and they're all with the shit. It feels like San Diego feels like a whole city. It feels like a whole one big college campus. That's what San Diego feels like. The whole city feels like a college campus. I'll just say that. That's the perfect definition of San Diego. One big college campus, and you know what goes on a college campus.
Yep.
Yeah, so a bunch of frat boys, drunk people, bars everywhere, white bitches. So yeah, that's what San Diego feels like. But if you're not into that, that's not the place to be. That's why I left. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into culture. That's why that's why I moved up to the Bay Area.
Right.
But
how long you been here though?
like, I've been here for years. Like even before I moved here, I used to come back and forth during the summer because my mom was out here, and my parents were divorced, so I used to come out here during the summer to stay with my mom. Oakland. Yeah, every summer. And when I say Oakland, I'm talking about East Oakland. She used to live in East Oakland on 83rd in the 80s. In the real shit. So that's how I know. That's how I'm so known out here, even though I'm not from here. Because like, even though I was a kid, I used to come out
back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, and then I was running around in the streets in East Oakland. You know what I'm saying? That's where I met
That's
all.
a real.
So I literally know OG niggas.
It should be a name for that person.
I mean, I can literally say I'm from Oakland. Nigga, if I really wanted to.
That's not. It's a common experience, but with different cities.
Yeah,
where like people went back and forth their whole life.
I spent I spent an equal amount of time.
That's what I'm saying. You get a different upbringing versus being in one spot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That just broaden your perspective.
That's why people are like, oh, how the fuck do you know so many people in Oakland? Especially like OGs and shit.
School in Oakland?
I did my senior year in Oakland. I went to Castlemont High School.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I graduated in 2001. But then I went to after that I went to San Diego. And then after that, spent 4 years in San Diego. were probably like, I'd say like 5.5. And then I came back to Oakland. I didn't want to go back to the East Coast because East Coast is crazy. Murdering. I would have been trapped in that bullshit. So
Philly? What part of Philly?
North.
Oh, okay.
So
that's I've been there a couple times, but that's what they say is rough at.
I mean, all of that is rough. But once you leave,
Do you feel of any similarities at times between the cities?
yeah, the blackness. You know what I'm saying? I that's why I felt so comfortable in Oakland back in the day, because especially East Oakland, because the blackness. Like I mean, you walk down the street, you're in Sabrani Park.
Right.
You can get robbed if you're not from that fucking.
Oh man.
If you're not from that area,
One way in, one way out.
Mm-hmm.
You better know somebody in there.
I mean, I went there a few times because I'm saying I was going to school in Castlemont, so I knew niggas from Sabrani Park that I used to go there with, and then I've been good because, you know what I'm saying, I'm me. You know what I'm saying, I used to walk around fucking high school, only nigga walking around with Timbs. I remember I walked the graduation stage with Timbs. Only nigga with Timbs. I had the fucking Redwood Timbs. That's I don't know if you know about Redwood is like this. It's like a purplish brownish color. It's like the color of this fucking table, but a little bit reddish, a little bit more reddish. But anyway, I'm walking the graduation stage. I got Timbs and shit. So yeah, high school but the bitches loved me because I was new. And I was like I had a different swag.
You got hated on though.
I didn't get hated on. Niggas fucked with me. I didn't have any enemies in high school. The bitches loved me. Like I was that nigga because I wasn't like walking around like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like a cool ass dude that motherfuckers just wanted to hang around with shit.
Like you hard to read.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hard to read.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like that too in a lot of ways, but
I'm very mellow and I'm like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not an easily excitable person.
Oh yeah, I keep this. I'm very monotone. I keep this fucking straight face, nigga.
That's why I feel like we kindred at is like, you know.
Yeah.
You might not know if you good or not.
A lot of people say I'm an asshole, but
Nigga, you don't know if we cool or not.
I'm a good asshole. But anyway, so this is the point of the show where I want you to promote yourself. So tell the people where they can find you on Instagram if you want. Tell the people about what you're doing now, the weed company. Promote them. Basically, promote anything that you want to promote.
I know how to plug shit.
Okay, yeah. So plug.
Right, so the weed company, the cannabis company he's talking about is Purple City Genetics. Shout out Purple City Genetics. If you need seeds, if you need clones, you know where to go to. PurpleCityGenetics.com. Shout out myself. My name is Black Achilles. I'm your friendly neighborhood demigod. If you want to follow me on IG, that's BLVCK ACHILLES. You know, niggas got to spell shit different. That's not BLACK. That's BLVCK ACHILLES. I'm a part of a collective. We just released the album. The collective is called Grand National. That's also spelled different. It's Grand Nation XL. So the second A in national is an X. Grand National. We just released a project called Twice on Sundays. It's a collective of a whole bunch of different type of artists, rappers, producers, musicians, band, vocalists. Go check that album out, Twice on Sundays, Grand National. And is there anything else?
Where can they find that album?
Oh, you can find the album streaming anywhere. We just we getting ready to put out a live version of it up. Yeah, you can find it on any streaming services. Grand National, Grand Nation XL, Grand National. And you can find my music on any streaming services too. BLVCK, Black Achilles.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's way too much that I can repeat, but you know what I'm saying? Thank you Black Achilles for
Appreciate
gracing me with your presence and have, you know what I'm saying, good conversations. Everybody who's listening around the world, please. I mean, people like this shit is around the world. Niggas in London and shit are listening to this.
We global, baby.
But please, all you people who are listening, support this brother, black owned businessman, entrepreneur, creative.
Global, international Achilles.
Oh, yeah. International Achilles. All you niggas in Dubai and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pull me up, lad.
Yeah, listen to his. Follow him on Instagram. Download his music. Support his movement. That's what Everyday Celebrity is about. All you artists, all you fucking creatives in the Bay Area and around the United States who, you know what I'm saying, who have something going, who want to promote shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't go on Joe Rogan. You can't go on Joe Budden podcast. You can't go on The Breakfast Club. But you have Everyday Celebrity podcast to go on. You know what I'm saying? And we here for the people. No matter how big I get, I'm still sticking with the average Joe. That's what Everyday Celebrity Media Company is about. That's what Everyday Celebrity Podcast is about. And follow me on Everyday Celebrity Media Company, Instagram, personal Instagram, Jordan Awandi, Twitter, Everyday Celebrity PO. Yeah, and if you want to promote something or if you're a rising artist, holla at me. Go on everydaycelebritymedia.com and then, you know what I'm saying, shoot me a message and maybe I can interview you and enhance whatever the fuck you want to enhance. But thank you to Black Achilles.
Appreciate
Any last words?
No.
All right. Man, a few words, you know what I'm saying? We out.
We out here.
You.